Hi, I'm Angie. Today I'm going to show you a quick recipe for a really wonderful little shortbread cookie called Rum Butter Balls. And this recipe was given to me by my mother-in-law, and I usually make them at Christmas time, but I had a request for something similar, so I thought I would show you how to make them. It's really simple and pretty quick to make and not too many ingredients, so let's get started. First thing you're going to do is cream 3/4 of a cup of softened butter. And that's unsalted butter that I'm using. I like to do this recipe by hand because it is sort of a shortbread cookie, so you want to make sure that you don't overwork the dough. So I'm just going to cream this with a wooden spoon. Okay, that took a little bit of elbow grease to get that nice and worked in. Now I'm just going to add in just 1/4 teaspoon of salt. When you're using unsalted butter, then you control how much salt goes in it. And I've also got 1/2 cup of powdered icing sugar. And then a tablespoon of rum. This is real rum. If you don't want to use real rum and no alcohol, you can use 1 teaspoon of rum extract and 2 teaspoons of water to make up the full tablespoon of liquid. So we're just going to cream those together. They're nice and smooth. Okay, we'll set that aside. Now in this bowl I've got 1 3/4 of a cup of cake and pastry flour that I've sifted. And I'm just going to stir in 3/4 of a cup of chopped pecans, and 6 ounces of chocolate chips, which is also about 3/4 of a cup. I'm just going to mix those together. Now I'm going to mix those into the butter mixture. Like I said, you don't want to overwork this, just until you get a nice dough. And I've preheated the oven to 325 degrees. You don't really want to brown these too much, so it's a nice gentle oven. And I'm going to be using my small ice cream scoop again to make the walnut sized balls, which we're going to bake. So I'm just going to keep working this in until it's a nice creamy batter. Okay, so that's done. You can see that it's come together and it's kind of creamy. There's no dry leftover flour. Just like that. You're going to put these on an ungreased cookie sheet. So what I like to do is use the ice cream scoop first to portion it out. I'll do a few here. They're pretty chunky, so you can see. And then what I like to do is take them and just roll them so that they're all nice and smooth and round. And I put that on the cookie sheet, and then we'll bake them. So I'm going to continue with the whole tray and the rest of the batter, and we're going to bake them, like I said, at 325 for about 20 minutes. Okay, I'm all done rolling them out, and they're on the cookie sheet. You can really get them all on one. They don't spread very much. So I'll bake those 20 minutes, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, it's been 20 minutes and I've taken them out of the oven, and I've let them sit on a tray for a couple minutes on the rack to just cool a little bit so I can handle them. And the final step is to take them while they're still warm and roll them just in some powdered sugar. Just like this. I kind of toss them around and then just put them on some wax paper to cool completely. Just do this with each one, and it kind of makes a melty sweet glaze over the top. These never last long around my house because the kids absolutely adore them. Just keep rolling them in the sugar and let them cool, and then try one. They just melt in your mouth. They're so good. So thanks for watching. Enjoy your Rum Butter Balls.